rest. Okay, you guys, here we go. Let's get this party started. We have, for the very first time, from Curtis Stone, the incredible Mandolin. The Mandolin with the DuraPan non-stick that we love because everything glides. Everything that you push through here, from cheeses to salamis and everything else, the slicing and the dicing is done for you thanks to one of the most important gadgets or tools that even professionals in their kitchens use. It's the Mandolin. The Mandolin here tonight comes not only with the pusher, so you can protect your fingers from those dreaded knives, because gosh knows we don't do the slicing and the dicing we might want to for the fresh salads or the garnishes, because it's a pain. And you know what? By the way, we're also including this wonderful, this is like a really heavy duty glove to protect those little fingers too. This actually incorporates a level 5 cut resistance technology, so no concerns whatsoever. What's inside here are the blades. Those are the sharp blades that are gonna give you the julienne vegetables or the slices or the crinkle cut French fries. There's sky's the limit as to all the fun things that you're gonna be able to push through your Mandolin. Even making like a potatoes gratin or something like that, the consistency of those potato slices is gonna give that recipe such an incredible result. By the way, before we introduce Curtis down under, I wanna share with you that we have 11 colors to choose from. I'm gonna go through those. I know these have been popular already. In fact, even before this has ever seen any airtime at HSN on our website, it has perfectly rated 5-star customer reviews because we love this non-stick technology. This is your choice of, and everybody gets a glove that's even color coordinated to your color of the Mandolin. We've got this in green. We have this in turquoise. We have the classic blue. We have the slate gray blue. We have gray. We have purple or lilac. We have yellow. We also then have it for you in black or white or burgundy or red. If you want to get every color under the rainbow, you're welcome to do it. They make the most amazing gifts. Now keep in mind, the Mandolin alone on a normal day is gonna sell here at HSN for $49.95. You're gonna spend almost another $10 for the actual glove. And if you want more gloves, they are available in a 2-pack for about $18 on hsn.com, and I'll share an item number with you as well. But let's get to the hard part of cooking, the slicing and the dicing and all the prep that this Mandolin is going to take care of, thanks to the most amazing celebrity chef of all time, Curtis Stone. Welcome.
Hey,
Thanks
Callie.
for being here. Gosh, what time is it there in Australia?
Well, welcome to Australia. You know what? It's just a little bit light afternoon. We're at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but tomorrow morning when we're back on air, it's going to be in the wee hours of the morning over here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. My crew is so excited to welcome you here into, we're in Melbourne, my hometown, Callie. Now, this, by the way, is one of my favorite tools ever in a kitchen. And I'm not just talking about mine, I'm talking about a Mandolin in general. And I'm talking about a chef who spent his whole life with a knife in his hand. This allows you to be super fast. It also allows you to be super accurate, right? But what we've done is we've given you all of these little touch points, and I'll show them through the demonstration on how we've made it safe and super efficient, okay? So let me go ahead and pop it down here. You'll recognize this, Callie. This is the DuraPan, right? So we've made it DuraPan. Why is that important? Because sometimes you'll be doing a starchy vegetable on here and you don't want it to stick. You want it to slide. Razor sharp Japanese steel blade, okay? Look at this. We've got no extra parts. When you want to go ahead and flip it from straight to serrated, all you're going to do is push that dial in and move it around like that. So you're not going to lose any parts. When you want to use a julienne, you're going to just turn it. You push in that dial again and you turn to make it thicker, thinner, thin julienne or thick dice. Okay, so it's all in one. But I can't help myself, Callie. I've just got to get started. We've got two really important things for safety. This is the guard. You'll always use your guard. And just to make it extra safe, we've given you this cut-resistant glove, right? So it works. It's a stretchy kind of a fiber. I think you mentioned it, Callie. It's the highest level given to cut-resistant gloves. Watch this. This is a knife. And I can literally,
oh my gosh,
I can just go like that, not cutting myself, right? So you can have 5 pounds of pressure on a blade, all right? So that's pretty cool, but it's just a precaution, all right? So when you want to do your slicing, I'm still telling you, you can still use your guard. Go ahead, pick that up, and then you're just going to go like this, Cal. It's very, very simple. You need very little pressure at all, and you'll see just how quickly and simply you're able to slice. So for all of those potato dishes, whether you're making crispy chips or whether you're going to do a potato dauphinoise or a gratin, that's totally up to you. But if you want, really simply, by turning this around, you can go thin or you can go thick. If you wanted to do chips, for instance, we go on here, again, using the guard, going all the way through, and you'll see how there's no waste. Have a look, Callie. These gorgeous French fries in absolutely no time at all, right? So that's my yellow one. I've got all of these different colors. Let me show them to you. We've got blue, we've got gray, we've got green, we've got pink. Let's pan all the way down. We've got black, we've got that gorgeous navy. We've got two different reds for you, the darker red as well as the blue. And then if you pan all the way along, and here's another little detail, Cal. I'm going to switch my glove out because I know you'll love this. We've got the guard and even the little trim of the glove matching back to the color, okay? So I'm going to come back over, pick this up, and now I'm going to show you all the different things that you'll be julienne in. So go ahead. The glove, by the way, works on a left or a right hand. I'm a lefty, but it works on your right hand just as easily. It's a universal glove. If you want to do a thin julienne, you'll go straight down the length of it, and you can see because of my cut-resistant glove, I feel comfortable doing it that way. If you want to use the guard, be my guest. You just go ahead and secure that zucchini like that, and you're going to do these beautiful, big, long strokes, and you can see the length of that zucchini that I'm able to go through. I have a tendency to just go as fast as I can with this thing, Callie, so I'm using all of my energy to slow myself down and not go too fast because I really want you to be able to see just how the machine works. Well, but trust me, when you get this home, you're going to be going
I'm with you, Curtis. You know, when I think back on my cooking career, not that I've had a career, but, you know, as a personal, my own chef in my own kitchen, the Mandolin was one of the first tools I ever bought. I still have my original, and it's a really good one. It's a stainless steel. I spent a fortune on it back 20 years ago, probably 25 years ago. But it is the coolest thing, and I'm so proud when I get to do those, like scalloped potatoes or what I call potatoes gratin. The consistency of each one of those slices is what makes that such a great dish, and it's a family recipe. But the consistency, I want to show you down here, of those slices. And a lot of us, Curtis, I know we're tempted to go to the grocery store and buy them pre-sliced or pre-shredded or pre-whatever. I don't want anybody to do that anymore because we know there's something added to keep them fresh. The preservatives are in there. You're spending more. You can do this. And when there's a tool, and that's the tool that we're here to offer from Curtis for the first time, the Mandolin, the key to making your life in the kitchen easy. Everything just glides on this DuraPan too. And I'm glad you mentioned the starchy foods because they do stick. They literally do stick. But this with DuraPan, and there's a reason why it's the #1 highest rated cookware we've ever sold at HSN, to put the DuraPan technology onto the plates, that it just literally helps everything glide so beautifully. There you see it, and you're gonna absolutely love this tool. Free shipping, by the way. One payment is $6.99 to get yours. We are very busy. Gray is the #1 bestseller right now. Just giving you a heads up. Gray, there's lavender, there's yellow, there's green, there's slate blue, classic blue, and gray blue, and turquoise rather. There's black, white, burgundy, and red. So all choices here, and many of you are getting multiples. Curtis, this is so exciting to have this as our star piece of the day, because it will encourage us to make the recipes that we really want to make.
Right, well, you know what's so exciting for me? Seeing that it's as easy for you as it is for me. My mum uses this at home, or my buddies use it who don't cook at all. But here's the cool part. Using the julienne, you'll be able to just take your guard straight over the top. Again, Cal, all you need to do is go up and down like that. I'll move my back as I'm slicing it. And by the way, that little button, you don't have to put any pressure on it until you get down to the end, and then that'll give you your last slice. Look at it, Cal. I mean, that's the result in just seconds, right? I go ahead and I remove my potato. Let's use a carrot. So same thing, and look at how simple this is. So from a carrot to a potato, you name it. Now, whether you're using the guard, you just push all the way through from the top down to the bottom, and you can see just how quickly, I mean, how long does it take you to do that kind of work with a knife?
Yeah.
Same thing, Callie, if you want to use, and I go straight with the same mandolin. I'm not changing a part. I'm not doing anything crazy apart from spinning my dial. That's the fine dice. That is now, I can go ahead and cut my coins. So I can go straight on through here,
Look at
and
this.
I can be slicing my zucchini through, knowing that with that cut-resistant glove, I can be using that and not in any drama. And any, look, I can cut it thick like this. Let me get another one. I'm going to run out of bench space. I knew this would happen. But let me get another one for you, Kat, and show you just how thin I can take that down. All right, so you went from thick, and now we're going thin.
This is
and you
awesome.
can just see how I said I can't help myself. I start going really, really fast. Okay, I'm going to show everyone the animation, because once you see how this is built and see how well it works, it really does just change absolutely everything for you. All right, so let's jump into that animation. This is really standing very differently than any other mandolin because of the DuraPan. Okay, you guys have bought millions and millions of pieces of that cookware, and it's because of that wonderful non-stick that you love it. By simply turning that dial, you go from thin slices to medium slices, all the way through to thick slices. You can use hard vegetables like carrots and potatoes and get the exact same results with those beautiful soft vegetables like tomatoes. Think kiwi fruit, think strawberries, you name it, and you can do the same thing. By simply turning a dial, you're now able to do julienne. You can do crinkle cut potato chips, yep, by simply just giving it a 180 at the top there. It is very, very simple and easy. But now I'm using it with that little foldable leg. A lot of people, especially the professional chefs, they will fold that away. You don't need to use it, of course. You do get the 4 layers of the DuraPan, and with that Japanese steel blade, and I can't emphasize how important that is, you will be slicing straight through absolutely everything. When it comes time to clean it, you throw the whole thing in the dishwasher. You don't remove a blade, you don't disassemble it, you don't remove absolutely anything. You pick up the whole thing, you throw it in the dishwasher, and it comes out spotless and clean. Now, I've shown you a couple of harder things. Let me show you. I've got a tomato. We all know how soft tomatoes can be. Again, and that's me, I've been back here in Australia, I'm saying tomato, I'm not tomato, Cal. You can see it there in the guard, and have a look at how perfectly thin slices of tomato come straight on out as well. Once you get halfway through, that's when you put that little, I'll come up here, that's when you put that tiny bit of pressure on the button, and you will waste absolutely nothing. You can see it right there. I cut all the way through that tomato, and look at the uniformity.
Exactly.
I mean, imagine trying, whether it's sandwiches, whether it's salads, and it is hot out there, Callie. We are in the middle of summer, and I tell you what, when you've got these beautiful, beautiful ingredients at hand, you should be using them.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And how many of us have taken a tomato with good intentions and then a knife that's too dull and you end up smushing the potato or tomato? It is so frustrating. And just to have those beautiful, beautiful slices, no matter what it is, soft fruits or vegetables or hard cheeses or soft cheeses or meats and deli meats and those types of things. I mean, look at some of the beautiful things that you can create once you have those consistent slices and those cuts. Those beautiful little tarts, and of course, my favorite is using my mandolin for my potatoes to make potatoes, scalloped potatoes or French fries. All of the fresh fruits of the season and vegetables of the season. Think about how easy it can be to actually eat a salad every day. If you've got something that's doing the hard part, and I think we all agree, Chef, cutting and slicing is one of the things that we dread because it's difficult. Right. So I know for me, there's certain recipes I never even used to make because there's no thought that I could possibly do a full bowl of julienne vegetables like this. It looks amazing, but I could never do that with a knife.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you're thinking about all the different things, coleslaw, for instance, the beautiful salads that we're eating, even if you're making a cocktail, have a look at what I've got here, an orange. Now, of course, if you want to use that guard, you just go ahead. Let me use the right guard for the right one. I'll make sure I color coordinated. My wife's always telling me about that, Cal. I've got my black guard and my black mandolin. You go straight and we'll put the little arrows on the guard so you know exactly what direction to do it in. You ready for this? Have a look at how I can slice through that beautiful orange. Let me just make it a tiny bit thicker. Have a look at how simple and easy those slices of orange come through. Right, so that's cutting right through the skin of the orange. Don't think we're going to waste anything though, because as you get down here, that's when you put that tiny bit of pressure on the button, and then look at what waste is wasted. Absolutely nothing. So from a hard ingredient to a soft one, let's get the little kiwi. Look at the kiwi go through, and you know kiwis can be super soft. Let's go one more. Let's go ahead and grab a strawberry, because we know that strawberries, just how soft they are. Now have a look at what I can do here. And imagine being able to go all the way down, and because of those cut-resistant gloves,
yes,
I'm not stressed in any way about hurting myself. Isn't that amazing?
You know, that glove that you're using, I think it's really important because there's some of you have just tuned in. This is a level 5 cut resistant glove. I mean, Chef started the demos with a knife in his, pushing it through his hands. I mean, we don't recommend doing this at home, but we wanted to show you. This isn't just, oh, a glove. This is a cut resistant glove. And it is included if you want an additional set. We are making those available. It's a 2 more for, I think, $17, just so you know. But I love that you've included that because it does allow us to not waste a thing. I guess one of my, my things, being an all Norwegian girl, I hate wasting food. I don't know what it is, but even every little bit down to that, the little nub of that strawberry or the last slice of a tomato, you don't have to waste. You get to enjoy, and it does all the work for you. This is the key to the system. The DuraPan technology on these gliding plates, and then the stainless steel. Chef, you mentioned it. It's so important. These blades, those are stainless. This is, and this is such a cool feature. So could you show us again how you open that up from your end? And that's how you can change the dial to change from julienne to a thin slice to a thick slice?
Absolutely, so it's right here. So all you do, Callie, is you see this little tab down here. All you're gonna do is pop that tab up, okay? You're gonna move that around, and then you push in your dial, and you can go from the crinkle cut to the straight blade that simply. You put that back down, and now you move your large dial to go from thick to thin. You can see that happening right there. If you want to do julienne, you move it all the way around until you see the julienne. If you want to go to the dice, you move one more around and you go to the dice. So it is that simple and easy. But Callie, look, because of the big wide space that we've given you here, you can see how wide that is. Watch what I can do here. I mean, I'm talking about doing cabbage so quick and simple. You can see just how quick. Now you can hold it up freehand like I am, right? And you can see coarse like that. I'm just gonna move this along. If you wanted to go ultra fine, let's say you're doing a really fine coleslaw and that's what the recipe tells you to do, no problem whatsoever. Grab it again because of that cut resistant glove. Have a look now how fine and perfectly diced I'm doing my cabbage, right? We go back up, we do it again for you. And you're going through beautiful and fine cutting, right? If you want to go coarser, you just open it up and then away you go. Now, if you wanted to dice it, Callie, even simpler. You go through here to the dicing blade, grab yourself another piece of cabbage, and this time we're going to be dicing. Right, so depending on what recipe, and you can see for stews, for curries, for braisers, for stir fries, imagine the different vegetables that you'll be using. Of course, once you get in down here, you might want to reach for your guard. So you just go ahead because you're not going to waste absolutely anything. You pick it up in your guard and you keep on going all the way down until you get all the way through that beautiful dice. So whether you're doing a diced cabbage, diced onion, I mean, look at this, Callie, in just minutes, I've got an entire table full of food, right? And we're not stopping. We're just going to make a little space and then we'll keep on going.
I love it. Honestly, I was just thinking you could totally replace a whole block of knives with just this one tool. I mean, if you're limited on space, if you're really just not interested in getting to know how to use a knife, why? You don't have to. This is designed to do, like I keep saying, the hard part of cooking. The slicing, the dicing. It does it seamlessly. It's like a hot knife go through butter every time you run an onion through it or across it or a tomato or anything for that matter. So making your own coleslaw versus making the store-bought. Think about, controlling your ingredients and doing things that help save you money. And with the safety considered here with that pusher and with this cut-resistant, level 5 cut-resistant glove included, again, that's a thing of the past. And look at all these gorgeous colors. I mean, there's like a rainbow of colors here. Let me go through them for you. Some new colors to the Curtis Stone line for sure. I do love the gray. I think the gray is in the lead right now. Then we've got this in lavender. We have that pretty yellow. Then we've got, I like the green too. It's like an evergreen. This is turquoise. We've got the classic brighter blue. This is your slate blue. And then we've got black, white, we've got the burgundy, or the cherry red. All available, comes with a matching glove, and this isn't just a glove to look cool. This is a glove to keep you and your fingers safe. And don't forget, the pusher is also part of that whole experience. But it's a one-day deal, free shipping. Do this on a 5th flex, what is that? $6.99 to get yours on its way to you with an HSN card. It's $5.83. I really do think this makes one of the best gifts because, you know, you never really know what somebody might need. A lot of people don't have mandolins. This is a mandolin made right, but of course it is, Chef. It's under your brand, Chef Curtis Stone.
Thank you so much, Callie. I know everyone that gets this is going to write a 5-star review, like some of our viewers already have. They must have bought it last week when it first went live. I've moved over to my crinkle cut blade now, Cal, because I want you to see, I don't know about your kids, but my kids, absolutely, or your grandkids, by the way. I'm not sure who I'm talking to out there, but have a look at this. Let's get a really tight close-up of that beautiful crinkle cut chip. I mean, that is what is so, so cool, right? So here's how you do it. You just start with a crinkle cut blade, and then all you're going to do, Cal, is go one way, give it a little turn, and go the other way, just like this. The chips will start falling straight on out the bottom, and you can see these beautiful little crinkle cut fries, waffle fries we call them, don't we? Absolutely beautiful. And then with the same blade, so you can see how gorgeous they are, with the same blade, but just on a thicker setting, I've done those crinkle cut chips right there. So, you know, and I'll show that to you. Again, use your guard. Grab your potato, go straight in there with the guard like that. If you wanted to just make it a little thicker, you just turn that dial, and here, watch me do it. You ready? You're going straight on through, just like that.
Yeah, love that.
Callie, you know me, I never stop talking. I actually stop talking when I do this demo because I'm having so much fun with it. It's like mesmerizing watching how much stuff you can get through. I don't know if you love crying over onions, but if you do, don't buy this because I tell you what, all you do, by the way, is you peel your onion, you take your guard, you drop your guard on it. If you want to cut it on a straight edge, we're going to lift that up. We're going to turn that around. We flip that dial. We close it back down. If you want them nice and thick, you know, for onion rings, let's say, go straight through. You go from the top to the bottom. We've got gorgeous, perfectly even onion rings right there that we would put through a batter. You want to make it.
And you know, as you're doing that, I just wanted to show, this is so cool, how this is the adjustable blade that gives you not only the julienne option or the crinkle cut option, this is the way to also adjust the thickness. So just giving you a quick look at that, I see a couple questions on Facebook. Another question I saw is about the feet and the legs. This one side does fold down, and they do have the little silicone feet, so it doesn't go sliding down the counter. I know this, as you're watching Curtis' demo, he's showing you so you can see the consistency of all the slices like this, or if putting it over the bowl makes more sense because you just want to slice everything straight into a mixing bowl or, you know, even a baking sheet, you can totally do it that way. So we're showing you as much as we can just to make it as easy to see that this is what makes life in the kitchen a joy. Honestly, it really is. It's the best feeling to get through a whole 5-pound sack of potatoes and know that everything in there is consistently sliced. And that's just the beginning. I know, Chef, we've got 2 minutes in this first airing of the day. Very popular start to our birthday bash with you. So thanks for showing us all the different ways that you can cut and slice and dice with this too.
Oh, you know what? I absolutely love getting people involved, and you can see, Callie, whether you're using it with your cut-proof glove, if you feel more comfortable using the guide, be my absolute guest. I know that they both work absolutely brilliantly. Look at how you'll be able to slice. I mean, there's so much talk these days about things having buttons and everything being electronic and much, much easier. I don't know if it is easier, to be honest, but I do know this. When you've got the right product, you can become a wonderful, wonderful chef. You can see how thin I'm cutting these carrots. If I want to do them nice and thick, look how simple it is. You just turn that dial and you go from something that's paper thin to something that's as thick as you want it to be. There we go. There you are. So you can see how thin that is and how thick the one right next door is. So whether it's little jobs like this or whether you just don't like doing the chopping, go ahead, put it onto your chopping blade, pick up a whole bunch of celery. You ready? Hold it like that, Cal. Watch this. Can you see in just seconds?
Yeah,
you
literally
take these
seconds.
big strokes all the way up. You don't have to reach for absolutely anything.
Look at that.
Like I said before, you can see just how quickly you're able to chop. If you wanted to pick something up, by the way, Cal, when you get down close to the root, if you feel more comfortable, go ahead, stick your, oh, I've got my carrot still in there. Go ahead and stick your celery inside and then just carry on chopping all the way down. You'll waste absolutely nothing apart from the root that you don't want anyway. And have a look at that beautiful dice that you're able to do on the cauliflower, on the celery.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you very much.
Cam on Facebook was just saying he wants to learn how to do the crinkle cut potatoes. So we'll slow down on that demo for the next airing. But basically it's a 180-degree turn and a swivel every time you use the crinkle cut, and you can see the difference that cut makes. So we'll get to that next hour when we repeat this. Thanks, Cam, for that on Facebook. And thanks for all of you joining us. If you have other questions, let us know. We're gonna move on because we've got a couple other things to share with you. By the way, there's a cool new apron. In fact, I think this is the one. This is what Chef's wearing. If you're looking for a Curtis Stone apron to rock in your kitchen, these are good. They're like in denim. They've got the Curtis Stone logo right here on a little pocket, which you can put your little thermometer or any kind of handy little kitchen gadget that you'd like. But they are available at only $15.95. They've got like a leather-looking strap up here. You can adjust it for you or for your gal, or you know what? They're just really nice to have. I think we have all kinds of extra things too. In fact, we're live from Australia, for those of you just tuning in. Chef Curtis is in his hometown of Melbourne, but we had to celebrate our birthday together, and this is the way we get to do it now. What do you have right there? Is that your new silicone mat, Chef?
Well, this is a silicone mat, which, by the way, Kelly, you can just roll up and it stores very, very simply like that, right? In your cupboard, in your drawer. But when you want to use it, you roll it on out. Now, I thought I'd show it to you because if you've picked up on our mandolin here and you're wanting to go ahead and do some slicing, you might want to do this, right? And without getting it all over your kitchen, you might then want to just go ahead and pick up your mat so it's not getting all over your kitchen counter, and then take that over to what you're cooking. So I thought I'd just give you a quick little glimpse at the silicone mat. We don't have thousands of them, but if you want to grab one, go right ahead. Be my guest.
Awesome, thank you so much. Oh, I see, Cam is short for Colleen. We'll get back to that. I love she's doing her canning and those types of things. Great idea, great reason to have that mandolin. But we've got more from Chef right after this. Keep it here.
I'm on a hunt for the things that make life easier. You know, the products you can't live without. It's all about having the right tool for the right job. Come join me every Saturday to find out what makes me say, now that's clever.
HSN's birthday month just got even more epic. For the first time ever, get free shipping on all today's specials and free shipping on weekly deal drops during the entire month of July. So join the party and cue the confetti, because our best values just got better all month long on HSN, hsn.com, and the HSN app.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
It's HSN's Birthday Bash weekend, and you're invited to join the fun. We're having a party, and all your favorites are coming. Don't miss Andrew Lessman in studio with special pricing and free shipping on all vitamins and supplements. Celebrate with Chef Curtis Stone live from Australia, plus new and exclusives from Beekman 1802. And if you love birthday surprises, we'll have one every hour for the entire weekend. Join the fun for our best birthday bash yet, now through Sunday.
We're bringing the fun all month long with favorite friends, special guests, and celebrity visits.
We are so glad you're here. We are wrapping up. It's crazy how fast this month is going. We're into the final week almost of our birthday celebration. Wanted to let you know we've got a secret sale that's going on as well on hsn.com. If you type in the secret word confetti, you're gonna find all kinds of unique options, a nice variety of things that we've marked down. But that's the secret word for the secret sale. It's called confetti. And you can see lots of different, a variety of things that we've put in our featured store there. We are going to feature next our weekly deal drop from Chef Curtis Stone. It's the DuraPan nonstick Of course, nonstick is the key to the whole success of DuraPans in general, but this is the contact grill. This is so brilliant, and this has got the coolest feature. It's a floating hinge, so if you wanted to use this for, you know, this type of a panini press or a sandwich press, you can do that. You can open it all the way up and use it as an open flat grill surface, and of course, you can use this as, you know, your fabulous contact grill. So all of that, this is here at $69.99 for 1 week and 1 week only, or until they sell out first, which is more than likely gonna happen. We've added the free shipping to our weekly deal as well, and it's on 5 flex. So there's nothing better than having everything turn out at the same time, top and bottom, whether it's a beautiful grilled steak on a salad, or a perfect grilled cheese sandwich, or a Cuban, or all of the things that we love so much. So Chef, I love this new piece. This is exciting. It's brand new and really great price.
I mean, look, yes, you can use it as a panini press, but you can also use it as a giant open grill. I mean, look at the volume of food, Cal, that I've got on here. I've got 4 steaks. To be honest, they look a little lonely. But let me go ahead and flip them for you, because you'll get to see these beautiful bar marks, these gorgeous grill marks that we get because of that beautiful temperature. Now, there is a tiny, tiny little lean, so any of the fat will run down the front. We give you that little cup there to catch any excess fat. I'm grilling asparagus on the back, and I know it's grilling season right now, but it's also heat wave season. It's also bug season. It's also, I don't want to be outside sweating over the grill season, okay? So this allows you to cook inside in the air conditioning, the comfort of your own home, use it as a big open grill, or look at what I can do. I can lift this up and I can close it down. Now, the really cool feature here, Callie, is the lid is a floating lid, right? So you'll see I can either lock it in place and keep it up like that, or I can bring it down and let that lid float over the top. So I'm literally now cooking from both sides, right? So I'm cooking it from the top and from the bottom. So we'll come back to that. The next one, though, I'm using as a grill. So I've thrown salmon on the front, I've thrown shrimp on the back. Over here, I've got bacon working on the front. Again, if you don't like the splatter, you can go ahead and cut back on that splatter. I'm turning my burgers over at the back here. I've got a little bit of gorgeous melted cheese going on the top, or a little bit of Swiss cheese, I mean, going on the top. We'll let that melt. With the bacon, you can either cook it on the grill or you can close it in, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I know these big burgers need just a second longer, but let me just cut to it so you get a really good look at what I'm talking about. I'll remove my burgers and pop them on the top here. Let me show you the cleanup, because yes, it is DuraPan. There's over 4 million people that have gotten onto the DuraPan and absolutely love it. Have a look at the back here, because I want you to see we've got all that fat and that grease. Watch what I do, Callie. I go straight on through here. I'm just wiping that straight on out, right? Very, very simple and easy. Now, if you want to grill your bacon, right, and you don't want it to splatter, guess what I can do? I can go to that open mode. I can close it down. So now we're grilling the bacon from both sides, so we're getting heat on both sides of it, and it's trapping, so it's not causing a big splatter and a big mess. And I just think that's such a wonderful little tool. I use this every morning for my kids' bacon. Over here, Callie, I've got my salmon. Again, look at those grill marks, just perfection. When you can grill inside in the comfort of the air conditioning, have a nice cool drink right next to you in the kitchen, watch your favorite show. Maybe you've still got HSN on while you're cooking dinner, and that's okay too. You can use it as that gorgeous open top grill, or of course the panini press. So here's a little secret for you, Cal. When I do a panini, you can use butter. You can also use a little mayonnaise. So I'm going to put a bit of mayonnaise, and you can see how nice and big this panini is. This is a pressed sandwich, right? So I go straight on over like that, load it up with cheese. I've got bacon and cheese in the bottom. I don't care if the cheese falls out, because it's DuraPan, of course, and then because of that floating lid, you know it, I can go on down and I can squash that down, and I can either take it on the locked or on the floating side, and that's going to give you that beautiful even float. So come all the way back down here for me, Callie, because I want to show you the cleanup. It is an absolute dream. You know it with all of my DuraPan. Once you've got that beautiful char on your steak and you're very, very happy with the way that's cooked, go ahead and remove it, just like that. And I'll take a towel, please. Trevor, have you got them in the back for me, mate? Thank you very much, bud. So I've got my asparagus coming off. I've got my whole Aussie crew over here. Callie, they're all working hard. We've been getting the show ready for you. It's probably one of the biggest shows I think we've ever done. Certainly the biggest from Australia. The team's super happy. But look at how this just wipes off. I mean, it is just so simple to go ahead and wipe that residue, that grill, you know, because of course there's going to be fat and of course there's going to be splatter coming off that. But when you can just wipe it up, it's a real good feeling.
It
Next
is.
I make my paninis. Yeah, it sure is.
And
so simple.
As you're doing that, I'm noticing too, I like the dials because in the past I've seen presses like this, but they don't have temperature control. This one, I know you've got the temperature control, depending on if you're searing a steak or you're trying to melt some cheese, even an open face sandwich. You can definitely toast the backside, but let everything melt. That floating hinge is a key to this. This, by the way, also has a 30-minute timer designed into it, and it's the story behind the DuraPan. If you are new to HSN or you have not yet experienced this cookware line, we've got a set coming up next hour. It is not only popular at HSN, it is our #1, not only most popular cookware brand, it is out of all the brands that we sell, and I'm talking every category of every brand, this line from Chef Curtis Stone is our most highly reviewed and most highly rated line, period. So DuraPan has changed the game in our kitchens. One of the things that Curtis just mentioned is that if you do let cheese, you know, melt onto them, it doesn't stick. You can wipe everything clean. So this is DuraPan at its finest with that press design, brand new item from Chef. And I know a lot of us wait for the new. This is not only new, it's a weekly deal drop new, meaning you get free shipping on it and it's $20 off. Plus it's on 5 Flex. So $14 to make your own delicious lunches or snacks or everything in between. It does come with about 10 recipes to give you a head start on some of Chef's favorite things. So yours is here. We are limited on this with a brand new piece, but it is part of our big celebration. And it's so true. It is so beastly hot, as my mom used to say, Chef, all over our country, all over Australia, I'm sure. Is it really hot and humid out there?
Well, we were up in tropical North Queensland. It was beautiful and warm up there, but now we're back in Melbourne, my hometown, and it's nice and chilly down here, actually, Cal. So we're enjoying some of that cool weather. But Callie, look at the panini. You saw me put that in just a minute ago. By the way, we're calling these affectionately named my granny forks because they are those beautiful forks that everyone's granny seems to have. And I love using them. I mean, look at what I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and slide my panini straight on out. Of course, the cleanup is so simple and easy. You just go straight on through. Now, Callie, have you ever thought of doing this with your panini press? What about a bit of leftover pizza? This happens in my house a lot. We have that leftover pizza. Don't waste it. Go ahead, toss it in here, and because of that...
Okay, I think we might have frozen. When you think about, you know, a live Skype from Australia all the way to, you know, all over this country, it's pretty amazing technology that and how it's brought us to here from the crazy times that we've all been through. I think we've reconnected, so Chef wanted to show you some more of his ideas. Because a panini press like this, or, you know, however you want to call this, a contact grill, it does open up all the way, and I think that's really important to show everybody, Chef, because it's true. This could be everything from breakfast, I mean, a full breakfast, from everything from even pancakes to your bacon. And
absolutely.
Right.
Whether you're using it as a panini press or over here, I've got the grill. Again, Kelly, you saw me. I put this on right at the start. Look at this gorgeous salmon. I'll take it off. You can see it's gorgeous and brown on both sides. My shrimp in the back here, my little shrimp skewers. I know we'd be busy with this one. You guys know an incredible deal when you see it. And this, my friends, is what we like to call an introductory offer. It's here for now, but it won't be here forever. We throw the lemon on there. Of course, you know the DuraPan so well. The cleanup is this. You just wipe it on out, and that is it. That excess fat will run down the front there, be caught in the tray, and then run straight on through. What about a bit of French toast? Go ahead and drop that beautiful French toast in like this. You can go ahead and close it, and now you're cooking from both sides. You saw me at the start. I threw some skewers in, Callie, and again, grilling from the top, grilling from the bottom, and I've got this beautiful chicken skewers here. You can see how it's caught the caramelization on both the top and the bottom. Absolutely wonderful. And of course, the cleanup is absolutely dreamy. I've got a wet towel there, and I'm just going to come straight on through, give it a wipe, and we start cooking again. It is really that simple and easy.
I love the cleanup. I mean, virtually there isn't any. If you've got any of the Dura pans, and by the way, we have an all-in-one pan set coming up next, and then a full set, I think it's a 14-piece set coming up next hour. For those of you who are looking to just kind of get a fresh start. It feels so good to, you know, get the quality that you do receive here from Curtis Stone at really special, especially birthday pricing. This is a weekly deal drop, and if you are just tuning in, brand new, phenomenal design. Just to give you a heads up, that's a floating hinge that gives you the ability to put this on top of it doesn't matter how thick or how thin something might be, even if you wanted to cook the bacon at the same time, that hinge floats up and down, but certainly perfect for a sandwich, a panini, or grilling burgers or salmon fillets or everything that makes your mouth water, and enjoy it anywhere. Indoors, outdoors, in a camper, on a boat, in a cabin, take it with you. Here's again, the dials. This is that timer control, and this is your temperature control. So another excellent feature, not to mention the DuraPan non-stick plates. That's gonna give you the performance that you love. It's true when we say, Chef, there virtually is no cleanup with any of your cookware.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at what I threw a handful of cheese straight on it, Kelly, just to prove a point, okay? If you want to do the fastest quesadilla in the world, go ahead and grab your tortilla, put it on top. You can just close it down. That's going to just rest on it, right? It's just going to warm the top of that tortilla through. And that's all that you see instantly. You get those beautiful marks, okay? And then you just give it a little slidey slide. Isn't that so crazy? Just give it a little second, let it just catch on, and then you do this. I just pick it up, I flip it down, and then you can go ahead and you can continue to grill it if you like, or you can go ahead and serve. It is that simple, and of course
really
the cleanup is so simple. Thanks, Trav. All you're doing is you're just wiping that straight out, and you're ready to cook again. Now over here, you saw me do French toast. Right next to it, I just threw in these burritos. So by the way, you can pre-make these wraps or burritos. Get up in the morning, throw them in, and I tell you what, the kids will be very, very happy with you. Have a look at down here, Kelly. Oh, did you hear that? By the way, that's the timer. There's two dials. One is the timer, so you don't even have to worry about turning it off. It will turn itself off with that dial right there. So that was set for 30 minutes, and then this, of course, is the heat. This is the pizza. Now, that's the cheese on the top of the pizza, and it's grilled. Have a look at the underside. You can see those beautiful grill marks there too. Oh, that's the other one thing, and you can tell we set these for 30 minutes. So what you get here is that beautiful caramelized cheese. I'll tell you what, it's worth it just for this, the grilled pizza. And then those grill marks on the base of the pizza as well. Just so simple and easy, Callie.
Love everything that's simple and easy, and everything looks so mouth-watering. Yum. This is available. It's item number 791474. It's part of our weekly deal drop, but there's others that you may want to take a look at on hsn.com. Weekly deal drops, we drop them Monday, and they last, hopefully, till the following Sunday, unless they sell out beforehand, which is very common. And then on Monday, we'll drop 7 more. And you can see not only great pricing, but free shipping on all of our weekly deal drops, too. And this is the one from Chef. In fact, we also have, and is it on the weekly deal drops? We're gonna check this out. Oh, we have some tools. I know a lot of you asked for the utensils. Not that you need to use nylon, because DuraPans are so durable. You can use your stainless, but it's nice to have the matching pieces. And Chef's utensils are so clever, so innovative, so well designed. Look at that, these are customer picks. We've got 4 colors in this 4-piece nylon tool set. We have black, we've got them in the burgundy red. There's also the gray and the teal, or the turquoise blue is what we call that one. 766763. Our today's special, if you have just tuned in to our big new day, we have another look at it in about 15 minutes. It's the Mandolin. It's the first time Chef has done the Mandolin, well, certainly as a today's special, but as a chef, the Mandolin has been his key tool in a personal kitchen, in a commercial kitchen, and it will be yours too. This one has been so well designed, as the usual with Chef's line. Not only does it have the little silicone feet, those little legs unfold, but there's no moving parts here. Everything is attached. Those are beautiful stainless steel blades intertwined against that DuraPan, the non-stick plates. So everything glides over those blades, whether you're slicing thinly or thickly or julienne or crinkle cuts. That's what you can do. And by the way, it comes with that cut-resistant glove and a pusher for safety. And there are your colors. There's 11 of them. There's gray and white and burgundy and cherry. There's black and there's lavender. There's yellow. There's beautiful evergreen. There's a turquoise, a classic blue, and a slate blue as well. The item is 787685. So check that out, but we are going to review the details on that in about 15 minutes. And we'll show you a little bit more about how to do that little crinkle cut trick that Chef did for us a bit ago. But you know, today kicks off not only our big birthday bash, but I mean, what's a birthday bash without a cake, right? You can check out HSN on TikTok for a quick and easy cake recipe. It's really fun. It's a little cake pop recipe. I know it's a breakfast time, many of you joining us, but maybe it's late for you too. Anyway, all I need to know is that there's some fun things for you to enjoy if you follow HSN on TikTok. Always something new and fun to learn. So this is our birthday surprise. This is something, again, you've heard the DuraPan story briefly. We're gonna tell you more about it because it is our #1 best-selling cookware line in all of our years. And we're gonna talk about this all-in-one set. It's a really cool concept. It almost creates your own little Dutch oven, if you will, by giving you this 4.5 quart saute pan with this big glass lid that also fits the 11-inch fry pan that you receive as well. And guess what? You can put these two pans together if you decide to and create your own little Dutch oven style, a whole separate appliance if you wanted to use them together. So you can choose this in, I think we are down to just a couple of colors. We have black, we have red, and we have the turquoise. So a customer pick, and they are on sale, $30 off tonight. Lots of great recipes that come along with it, because this is not just two separate great cooking pieces with a lid that interchanges. It becomes a much more creative way of using just two pieces to create your own kind of cooking experience. So Chef, I don't know what demos you've got in store for us, but I know they're gonna be mouth-watering and delicious.
Callie, I'm still eating that piece of grilled pizza. I tell you, grilled cheese pizza, it is unbelievable. Now, here's what you get. This beautiful big pan. You could call it a wok, you could call it a deep saute. It is a big, generous pan, and you get that gorgeous 11-inch saute. Now, let me show you something. I'm gonna use my pinky here to show you just how lightweight this cookware is. Okay, yes, 4 million of you have already got that DuraPan. You know how incredible it works. And you get the lid that works on both pieces. But let me get to cooking, Callie, because there's so much to do. Look, eggs and bacon into a pan. Watch it slide out. You ready for it? If you blink, you miss it, because it literally slides out in a second. And of course, the best part of all, Callie, is the cleanup, is that. You just go ahead and wipe it clean, and in a second, it is done. Next, I take some fish. We've got this beautiful barramundi that comes from down under, Cal. So I'm going to go ahead and cook you some crispy skin barramundi. You see, no oil or butter whatsoever. A little bit of seasoning. Right next door, I've got some burgers. So what do you want with burgers? You want gorgeous caramelization, right? Have a look at how they dance around the pan. Absolutely nothing sticking, of course. Look at the caramelization we get. You'll also notice how beautiful and even that caramelization is, because it just works so, so beautifully well. A little bit of salt on the top there as well, and I'll take a little cheese too. Next door, I'm cooking some steak. The great thing, Callie, really, whether it's fish, burgers, steak, deep frying, you can deep fry in my DuraPan. You know, that's just how strong they are. And have a look here, golden brown steaks every single time. And that's what we love. Stainless steel utensils will not damage the cookware. Everybody that uses these absolutely love them. You can see here, Callie, I'm deep frying some of my beautiful little, these are brand new, by the way. These are my little prawns, we call them in Australia, or shrimp, that have been deep fried for you in a batter. And you can see the temperature of this oil, no problem whatsoever to deep fry in the DuraPan. By the way, I'll show you the temperature of the oil. Here it is. This is my kinetic thermometer. All you do is you give that a real quick shake, right? You'll see it come to life real fast. I go ahead, I drop that probe, the thermostat in. You can see, what are we at? 280 Fahrenheit. So, you know, almost 300, which is that perfect cooking temperature. No problem for the pans. You can take them to 400. By the way, Callie, I've also got my trivets, which are right beside me here. They're never away from my side, because when I've got a hot pan like that, I drop it straight onto my trivet, and whether that's on a kitchen counter or on your dining room table, the trivet stops, the hot pan from damaging the table. I know that was a lot, Callie, so I'll be quiet. I'll let you tell everyone how they get this home.
No, that's so great, and I love the trivets too. I have those. I have so many Curtis Stone things in my kitchen. The trivets we'll put on, there they are on the side of the screen, 492647. The utensils, we mentioned the nylon utensils that are available. The kinetic thermometer. A key to every kitchen that I know was just up on the screen too. So, you know, there's a lot of extras that you want to pick up. I love the spoon rests or the lid rests and the adjustable, you know, ways to store our pieces that are now part of the new collection from Chef Curtis Stone here at HSN. But as we celebrate our almost final week of our birthday month and going live to Australia to have Chef join us and to celebrate some of the most important pieces from his line over the years. You know, DuraPan, it was an instant hit when we launched this brand many years ago now, and it's still in that #1 slot. When you think about that, that is, it's one thing to get to the top, but it's another thing to stay there. And there's a reason, because everybody is so happy with the performance of your pans. I've had mine for years. They still look like new. I hang mine proudly on a pot rack in my kitchen. I have this color as one of my choices. I also have gray and I have black from Chef. But just to give you a heads up, what a key piece this is. This 11-inch fry pan, it does have a lid that goes here, and it goes on the big 4.5 quart stock pot or saucepan that you're getting too. So this is a 3-piece set at $59.95. It's an amazing buy. And again, using them separately, putting them together to create a Dutch oven, that's an experience in and of itself. We have the aqua turquoise, we have the red, and we do have it in black, but very popular. $30 off as a big birthday surprise from us to all of you. So add these to your collection, each of these pieces. I love that you're showing us how you can literally, you know, get oil so hot that you can use it as a deep fryer. That wasn't the case before with non-stick from other lines.
No, man. I mean, look at the caramelization, Cal, on the steaks. Beautiful golden brown, that deep golden brown. That's what we're looking for. And I'll pop that down for you. Of course, that beautiful juice we're going to serve with the steak. But look at the pan. Now, normally, this is a soaker, right? We just cook steaks in there. But watch what I do. I grab a towel. I come on through. I give my pan a real quick wipe. And guess what? You're ready to cook in it again. Now, I'm going to sit mine on my trivet, and I'm going to show you this big pan here. I've got some stock in, and we're actually going to do some dumplings. You mentioned the lid. Let me show you how practical it is, Callie, because, yeah, you can use it like this. You can use it like a Dutch oven, right? And that's beautiful. So you can use the pan as the lid. But sometimes you'll be doing what I'm doing burgers, needing a lid for 2 things. So here's what you do. You grab that lid straight off your burgers, and you pop it straight over here, so you can bring that to life. Now, if you want somewhere else to put it, don't forget about my beautiful little lid rest, and let me show you how that works. It is a gorgeous little lid rest. You can match it to the color of your cookware if you like. You go ahead, you pick up that steamy lid, you drop it in there. All that steamy condensation runs down the front of that lid, so it doesn't make a mess of your kitchen counter. All right, we've done cheeseburgers, and we've got some cheeseburger buns over here. Let me go ahead and just take the tops off these buns so I can get my gorgeous burgers in here. I mean, have a look at how simple. Look, the cheese would rather stick to the burger than the pan.
Exactly.
That's a good day. Right?
No.
And then look at the mess. It's a disaster. It is a disaster, Callie, if you don't have the DuraPan.
Precisely.
But when you have the DuraPan, you come on in, you give it a wipe, and look at that.
Look
spotless in no time whatsoever. And then we just start cooking again. I've got some shrimp going in there. I've got some veggies. I'm going to do a beautiful little stir fry. Of course, if you were cooking for 6 people, you would use the bigger pot, but I'm only cooking for 1 or 2 here. My barramundi, that gorgeous skin on fish. Doesn't matter if it's barramundi or salmon or cod, snapper, you name it. Throw your fish in, skin side down, and then watch it do this, Callie. And then have a look in the mirror, because you've got a big smile on your face, haven't you? Because you think to yourself, oh my goodness, that is a dream. And the fact that you can do it guilt-free. I mean, Callie, I've got to tell you, you are looking incredible. What you've done with your diet is amazing. And I know how hard it is, right?
Yeah.
But why waste calories when you don't have to? You don't have to put oil in the pan, so why do it?
Exactly. No, thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. It does really just take a decision, a moment to say, okay, what would be the easiest thing to do to, you know, maybe lose a few pounds? And obviously by not having to add any oil or butters, it's an easy way to get on that track. But you can use them if you want them for flavor. So there's that. everything that you've seen Chef do, he didn't add any oil or butter to that pan to be able to like make that beautiful fish look so mouth-watering and sear the edges and the outsides, or I mean, to be able to do steaks and burgers. But at the same time, this isn't something that's, you know, sensitive to, you can't do tomato sauce because it'll transfer the taste to the next time you make fish or vice versa. There's something about the whole non-stick world here with Chef. When he came up with this concept, it was a game changer for the industry. I don't know if we've shown the animation. I'd love to kind of educate, because there are, believe it or not, even after all these years, people who have not yet experienced DuraPan, and you should, for so many reasons that we've talked about, but let's talk us through this.
Oh, absolutely. So this is your 3-in-1 piece. You are literally getting the Dutch oven, the saute pan, that beautiful big wok, and then the lid that works on both pieces. It is an extra deep design. You get 5 layers of DuraPan, like with all of my DuraPan cookware. Nothing will stick to it. You can use your stainless steel utensils. It gets hot fast and it gets hot even. It is lightweight. You need cooking no oil or butter, and that's the dream. You know, when you stop and think about it, we're cooking in oils no matter what, because you know why? There's residual oils and fats in your food. It's that simple. It's called marbling in meat. The same thing occurs in seafood. You don't need to add any excess oil and butter, and you shouldn't. The truth is, this is a beautiful big, people would call this a stock pot. This is Trav, by the way, the better looking version of me.
Oh.
How are you, mate?
We're good. Big weekend, yeah?
It's
Nice
been a fun
to have
weekend.
you.
And we haven't even gotten started. Now, Callie, welcome to the future, by the way, because over here in Australia, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. Is it Friday or is it Saturday? It is Friday.
Afternoon.
See, I'm a little lost, Cal. You know, we'll get there, I promise. Look at what I'm doing. I've got some of these gorgeous dumplings. Again, guys, we've got all sorts of delicious foods available for you. Go check out my brand new dumplings. I'm tossing them into the broth. Of course, you can steam them if you like, but I'm actually going to boil them right now. You saw me do my stir fry just moments ago. Look at those shrimp and veg. Talk about eating to keep in shape, Callie. Gorgeous nutrition in this pan of food, and you will go ahead and serve that. You'll be so proud of yourself the next morning. You'll wake up and think, oh, I just ate so healthy and it was really delicious. You wipe your pan clean and then you start cooking again. So I've got some gorgeous big pork ribeyes here, and I throw them straight into my pan. Look at the quantity. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those beautiful big pork ribeyes. A little bit of seasoning, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt going on there as well. We have the pork ribeyes back in stock, so if you're interested in those. And look, nothing sticking. No oil, no butter, no problems. That's what we say, and there's 4 million of you that vouch for it. So go read the reviews. Don't take our word for it. We want you to be happy, and we want you to get home cookware that absolutely makes you sing.
Well, and that's so well said, Chef. And this is a line that has, you know, really earned a reputation of its own for obvious reasons. I mean, they're beautiful. You know, easy to work with, by the way. I should point out that this particular 11-inch fry that you're getting has the helper handle, and it's got the stick handle, double riveted, and beautiful from the top to the bottom, inside and out. You notice the even heating that Chef is getting, and so will you. This is a beautiful experience. I've not had one thing stick, and I've used mine for years, and everyday pieces. And this is like the piece that in fact, I have this exact piece that hangs in my kitchen that I use for scrambled eggs or for, you know, grilled cheese. I mean, just the day-to-day things. The deep 4.5 quart, this is such an awesome piece. It could certainly be, you know, a deep fryer, because you can get the oil that hot. You don't have to baby these pans like you do with traditional nonstick. It doesn't, you know, if you go too high with traditional nonstick, you've seen what's happened in the past. It warps, it peels, it flakes, it scratches. You will find a whole different experience waiting for you. So to get not only the 4.5 quart with the lid, but to get the 11-inch that this lid works for and works with as well. It's such a brilliant concept. So it's an all-in-one, but it's essentially 3 pieces from Chef at under $60 as our birthday surprise. Right now, the red is in the lead, It's usually the #1 bestseller. I love the black, but you've noticed that we do have it in this turquoise too. So all 3 choices, but very limited overall. I think overall we have less than 2,000 to go around for the birthday celebration, which is today as we celebrate Down Under with Chef and his team from Australia. Does come with some great information. Chef always loves to share his recipes with you too, so you'll get some new inspiration as you're watching these delicious meals that he's preparing down there. Healthy, delicious, and we want you to be inspired and enjoy being in the kitchen again. It really does make a difference. So I can't wait for you to try it. The item is 717309. Chef, I hope you're up for 1 more hour with us tonight. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
And Kelly, look who I'm going to introduce you to in the next hour. Come over here. It's my beautiful mama. She's also my biggest fan.
Hi,
Hello,
Mom.
I'm good, darling. Hello, Kelly.
Oh my gosh, I am so glad you guys are all together down there. What a treat to have your son home for a minute, right?
Yes, I'm never letting him come back.
Oh, well, we appreciate you sharing him with us. We all adore him very much. I was going to ask him about his parents. I knew that's why he was there. Awesome. Thank you for that. We've got more surprises up our